Okay, so what I was told to do from my higher self, which is the thumbnail, okay, is I've got 4 decks to shuffle them 11 times, each one, and then put out 11 cards from each deck. Okay, so I'm going to go over them with you, and I'm going to read them to the best as I can. And I don't know how long it will take, but we're going to see what happens. Okay, so we've got the first pile here. The first card out is your manifestations, 3 of Pentacles. You're putting a lot of thought into what I've been telling you for the last few weeks, and you're writing your stuff down, you're thinking your stuff as if you already had or are going to have. And it all has to do with the 10 of Pentacles. So it's mostly about abundance. Abundance is also love. Not necessarily money per se, but we're talking abundance in all areas, 10 of Pentacles. You'd like the Emperor to come in or the Empress to come in, your other half, you would like that, because that would fulfill the 10 of Cups. Okay? The 10 of Cups would be fulfilled if we got our counterpart or our next assignment. That would be our wishes and our desires, would be the 9 of Cups. Okay? But a Tower moment has to happen because the Moon card, we're still in the illusion part. We're still in the movie. We're still in the part of the world where it's still being decepted. Now, I did do a pendulum also on that question, and it was the same answer. Okay? Is it time for our twin to come in at the moment? Is it time? And it's circling, so it's saying no. But for some of you, it's a yes, because it's going up and down, see that way, okay? It's like, not, it's one of them where some of you, okay? But for me, it's a no. Okay, for me, it's not time yet for me. But for some of you, it is time for him to come in. Okay, so that's why it's hard to do a collective reading when you have so many watching. I don't care if it's 500 people or 5,000 people, you know. Okay, the gifted one is being blessed, is what Tasha just texted me. So the gifted ones are being blessed, and you're going to see that later here. But let's continue on. Okay, so a tower has to happen in the world before we can finish our mission. I get a loss of words because there's so many different words you can put on things. Okay, so we have to use our High Priestess energy, because communication is coming, the 8 of Wands. So what they want you to do is they want you to stay focused on the communication that comes in. So any communication that you get personally, okay, you personally, like this message to you right now, okay, you have to use your intuition because it's different for all of us. My mission partner might come in next month and yours might come in this month. Does that mean that the video you saw last month was wrong when it said, oh, he's on his way, or he's not on his way? See, that's what I'm saying. It's a collective reading. There was confirmation. It's a collective reading, so you have to use your intuition on the communication that's coming in. And it's coming in fast because I'm drawn to the flames. When that tower happens, the communication will come in really quick. And I'm talking world communication, like something on the news saying we're in a war, or the stock market crashed, or whatever the movie's going to project next. Okay, then we have to be courageous and daring. We have to be courageous and daring at whatever's thrown at us. So you see this here, and you see this here. I'm drawn to what's in her hand. Okay? It's a crystal ball on fire. And she's also got her arrow. So she's courageous and daring at whatever comes thrown at her. And there's going to be a lot of stuff thrown at you because this is the Five of Cups. Remember, this is the card that you can't see too well, but she's walking up the hill. It's a number 5, Five of Cups. And what she's doing is she's going like this with her hands, leaving all the chatter behind, leaving all the bullshit behind, okay? So she has to be courageous and daring. It's a color match too. She has to be courageous and daring at whatever's thrown at her and leave the bullshit behind. Okay, that was the Mage Tarot deck. Then we went down to the Light Seer deck, and we shuffled 11 times. And we got the Chariot first. So the Chariot says it's coming in fast. And I'm drawn to the black and the white, meaning there's going to be lies thrown at you, and there's going to be truth sent to your way. So remember to use your High Priestess energy, because otherwise you're going to get feeling like that. The Five of Pentacles. So this seems to be more of a warning. The first 11, we're telling you what's going to happen. And this is more of a warning of it's coming in quick. It might come in like the twinkling of an eye type of fastness, okay? We were in a slow drip, okay? That's where we were. We were in a slow drip. Now we're in a... There was confirmation. Okay, it's coming in fast like that phone call. That phone call could be something really important, and it came in that quick. But I'm going to answer it after this. Okay, so, but we don't want to get to feel like this. So no matter what the phone call says, we don't want to get in this type of energy. The Five of Pentacles, where you're sad. Whatever comes down the pipe, use your intuition. We're going to continue on. Six of Swords. Again, leaving the past behind. See how she's journeying? Both Six of Swords in both of my decks. One is a guy in a boat. Looks like he's leaving New York. Some of you need to leave New York. And this one is somebody that needs to leave like Florida, because this is the ocean. So leave the East Coast and come to the West Coast is what I'm hearing. Okay, Six of Swords. Then we have the Ten of Wands, because it's too much of a burden where you're at. You've traveled a long way. You were up on the mountain, then you came down, and you know, right, it's like right here is where the promised land is. And I'm also drawn to, remember when they used to do palm reading? And they used to say that everything's already written, and they could read your palms. Left was past and right was present. Okay, that's what I'm getting off this card, is that it's already been destined, but you need to do it. So if you're in New York or Florida, you're supposed to move forward. Maybe you were in New York, then you went to Florida. Well, now it's time to move again. Okay? So Queen of Wands, because of your creativity. You have lots of creativity. Maybe you have your own channel. Maybe you write music, write books, sing, but you're not getting the full potential because you don't have your other half, because you don't have the rest of your mission, because it's on the other side of the country or United States or wherever, okay? And it doesn't have to be New York and Florida only. That's just what was coming through. It could be like the UK moving to the United States. It could be like somebody from California moving to London, okay? But your creativity needs to get sparked. You have to walk away from the past. Now, once again, it's the ocean card I'm getting drawn to. You need to move away from the ocean because I was told, not to go buy a house by the ocean, because when I got my regression with my grandma, she said the continents are going to be folding like a tablecloth, and she said nothing's going to stay the same. So especially if you're by the ocean's going to overflop onto the land. So if you've got a house next to the ocean, you're history. Now, for the chosen few, they'll give you warnings and they will tell you things like I'm doing right now. And you're supposed to use your high priestess intuition and listen, but a lot of you won't. And then a lot of you will perish, or they'll have to rescue you, type of thing, if you're destined not to leave, right? Because we're divinely protected. So if I don't listen and Tasami came, I will be protected somehow. Okay, so I know that's kind of deep, so we're not going to get into that right now, but walk away from the past. 8 of Cups. Walk away from the past. It's only heartbreak there. Whether you want to believe it or not, you have all your 10 of Swords still there. So you took the 10 of Swords out of your back and you laid them in the ground, but you need to get away from the ground. Remember in ancient times how we used to bury things, and then we would say a prayer, and then we would leave that land, we would leave those things buried and let somebody else find it. And that's why they'd say things are cursed, etc., because of all the rituals we did. Well, spiritually, you went through 10 swords there, big time, and it's time to leave that area. A lot of you aren't going to do it, and I can feel it. I can feel this resistance energy of like, oh no, I'm not moving from New York. I'm not moving from Florida. Oh no, I'm not moving from the beach. I'm not moving from the UK. Are you crazy? I'm not going to London. Are you crazy? Yeah, well, I am crazy. I am local. And you have many options. 7 of Cups. You don't have to listen to me. I don't know why you're on this station if you're not going to listen to me, but whatever. Okay, so 7 of Cups. You have lots of options. And you could make it really fun. Tasha, when she sent me that confirmation and I read it to you about the gifted are blessed, she was told she had to move. She wasn't planning on moving. She had a nice house. She has a husband. She has dogs. She's not going to move. But she reads tarot and energy like I do every single day. And I listen to her, Tasha's divine guidance. And she moved. She just moved to another state because the spirit told her to. And you watch in the future, her old land, I'll bet she gets gone. And that's why she had to move. Or she has to move because the right soul tribe's there. There's many reasons why, but we're just so stuck. I'm ready to go at any minute. I liquidate every day 1 piece or 2 pieces of things because my house was full of stuff. As you can see, I'm emptying stuff out, right? It's all empty. But look at, there's still a bunch of stuff here. There's still a bunch of stuff, okay? I'll get rid of this stuff later. Okay, otherwise, I will donate it all. But I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Okay, so we have to rely upon the angels because this ain't easy. If you look at her face, this ain't easy. This is between being your lion self, lion as an Lion, and then it's about being your matrix self. Okay, so you have to pop out of the matrix self, be more of the lion self, have strength. The strength card is all about courage and going through it, even though it's fearful. She had a beautiful house, a beautiful area. Why would she just up and move? Because the spirit told her, like I'm telling you, that it's time to go. And I'm ready. I'm ready to go, whatever. I'm waiting for the King of Pentacles to come on in and tell me the rest of my mission and help me with my book and my teachings and my songs, and we can rock this world together. But until then, I'm doing all of the footwork, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? I'm doing all the footwork. So when it's time for me to move, I'm ready to go. I just take this empty furniture, put it outside for free, take it to the thrift shop, whatever I got to do. That's my hard work paying off. But until then, I'm happy as a lark, and I'm doing these readings, and I'm telling you what the energy says. Okay, now we're going to go to St. Michael. St. Michael's over here. Oh. Okay, first thing he says is you're guarded and protected. Now these are pretty self-explanatory, so I'll go through these quickly. You're guarded and protected. Your home is protected by angels. And that's what he's trying to say, is that whatever move you make, you're protected. So if you do stay where you are, he'll figure out a way to protect you, but he is telling you to move forward because this is your life's purpose. So it's going to be up to you what you want to do, but I've seen it too many times where people don't listen and then they have to go through unnecessary things. But whatever. Okay, keep your eyes on the targeted intention. And like Michael was saying today on Our Everyday Lives, ascension is first. Well, my motto is, my mission is first, but that includes ascension. Don't worry about your children and your family because they will be looked over, so you don't have to put them in the U-Haul with you. 1707 was just on the clock when I said that. You have your own mission and they have theirs. So make a commitment. Make a commitment to move forward. And he is repeating, you and your loved ones are safe. So that was your home, your children, and you. All of this stuff. And guarded and protected, you had like 4 cards saying you have protection in whatever you decide to do. You are protected. You're supposed to forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. And you will continue to do nothing wrong if you choose to leave or not leave. So you have to honor and trust your feelings. That's the High Priestess again coming back saying you and only you can decide what the Spirit's telling you. I am only a vessel. So you need to admit the truth and act accordingly. Once again, he's saying you and only you know what the Spirit's telling you. And I'm drawn to the unicorn and I'm drawn to his horn. Isn't that beautiful? I miss my unicorn in physical, but I love them in the 5D and higher. So the bottom line is be gentle with yourself. So whatever you're going to choose to do, it better be making you feel good. Yes, it better be making you feel good. And then the last ones are the Divine Oracle cards. And we have angelic frequencies. I don't know if you're listening to the 144 hertz or any of the angel frequencies, but they're telling me you really got to be listening to those special hertz musics. The Divine Feminine card, we've got Sacred Intuition. Again, this is the High Priestess card saying that that music will help you. Listen to your Empress card, okay? You may have to go into a survival mode, meaning if you're going to travel across the United States in an RV, it might not be as luxurious as having your own bed, but they're saying that you need to be in a survival mode to do this stuff. Okay, it's not saying have the mentality of I'm just going to sit here and hoard all my food and money and watch the news and see what happens next. It means you're supposed to listen to your intuition while you're listening to angel music, and you're supposed to be traveling light. You can always get more later. Like if I really want another hutch after I got rid of this hutch, I can always get another hutch. You see what I'm saying? But me hoarding this one is like putting energy in a bottle and then putting a cap on it. Your only opposition right now is a dark feminine and a playboy narcissist, okay? So you've got a couple of people in your energy, always, never fails. Some of them are probably in the chat right now, but I'm not reading the chat anymore. So you got a dark feminine and a playboy. They're still messing with you. And you're going to know them by their mechanical responses. So when they talk, you're going to hear that they don't talk like I'm talking through the spirit and just saying what the spirit's guiding me. They're going to be mechanical responses, like, put the sugar in 1 cup, please. Instead of me saying, yeah, grab that sugar down from the cupboard and throw it in a measuring cup, and hopefully you'll have a 1 on the C and you'll have 1 cup. 1 cup mechanical responses. They're going to be real. You'll be able to tell their feelings. Hi, how are you? And they'll go back, fine, thank you. How are you? You know, you'll be able to tell that they're very mechanical. Okay, and what are they saying about that? The card just flew on the floor. So what they're saying is to detach from people that aren't from the spirit, because they're going to be the playboy and the dark feminine. They're going to be the narcissist. They're going to be the people that are trying to mess with you. And when I say mess with you, I'm mostly talking about trying to derail you from your spiritual mission. Okay? It's not like they want to come and beat you up, or in the old days put you on the cross. They'd like to, but they've already done them things. They've already beaten you up. They've already burnt you on the cross. They've already buried you alive. They've already put you in the snake pits, on and on and on. Okay? So this life was about you cleaning your slate, taking care of your karmic assignment, and forgiving these people for doing them things to you. Releasing it from your cell memory. I no longer hold a grudge against the Catholic Church for burning me on the cross. I no longer hold a grudge for you killing me and then acquitting me 25 years later and making me a saint. All these things, okay, we forgave them. We came in here mad as a wet hornet, and we're leaving here as happy as a lark. Okay, and then we're going to finish these up. We went into the valley of darkness. I just explained all that, and I gave you examples. All the masks are off. We've already done our karmic cleaning. We're waiting on our other half or our next assignment, because we are chosen royal blood, and we are divine love. We are divine love. So those were the cards. Those were the 44. We are the 44, the 144. Okay, and I want to thank everybody for listening.